This is Peter Schrager for FoxSports.com. The NFL's free agency period starts on Tuesday, but on Monday, the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings made big news where Percy Harvin goes from Minnesota to Seattle for 3 draft picks. The Seattle Seahawks give up their first-round pick, their 7th-round pick in 2013, and a mid-round pick in 2014. This is major news. I think it's a win-win for both teams. Seattle gets one of the best slot receivers in the league, a true playmaker, and he's reunited with Darrell Bevell, who was his offensive coordinator in Minnesota back in 2010. They get along great. This will be another added weapon for Russell Wilson. Really makes the Seattle offense even more potent, and they were wonderful last year. For Minnesota, they shed themselves of Percy Harvin, who has been a headache in recent years. He's had some health issues, and he wanted a huge salary from Minnesota they weren't willing to give. Now the Vikings clear that cap space. They can go out, they can sign either Greg Jennings, they can make a play for Mike Wallace. They're suddenly players in the free agent game where they might not have been able to if they still had Percy Harvin on the books. I think it's a win-win. Both teams should be looking up on this one. Everybody's saying that Seattle got the better of this deal, but let's look at it long-term. Let's look what happens with the Vikings. I think they're not done this offseason. And I think shedding themselves of Percy Harvin actually could be a good thing in the long run.